Hey everybody, welcome to Hockey Skate Down. Before we get into the video, I just want to say thank you to all my subscribers. If you want to join our hockey team, it's free. Click subscribe, hit the notification bell to all. Thank you all so much, and let's get started. So, there's been interesting tweets going around social media about New Jersey Devils forward Arseni Gritsyuk. You know, he's a prospect in our system that a lot of Devils fans are clamoring to see. They want to see what this player looks like in the NHL. His season is over with the KHL, so the Devils can try to bring him over now. So that's where this sparked this whole thing that's going around social media today. I can't wait to see Gritsyuk. I've been following what he's been doing over in the KHL. This kid looks like he's got some serious skill and can really help out the team. But there's questions with that. So that's why I want to do a video talking about this. You know, is it worth it to bring him over this year, or should the Devils wait for him to start off, the season with the Devils next year? So let's talk about this video. So please stay with me throughout. So Hockey News Hub. This is a person who does a lot of tweets going around about the KHL. Very informative tweets up to the second about every player, every team, everything that's going on. And I followed his tweets going around about Arseni Gritsyuk, and I saw that he tweeted out the other day the SKA was eliminated the other day. Gritsyuk's season with the KHL is over. There's a watch on him now to see what happens. Then you saw James Nichols tweet out, who reports for the Devils, that SKA season over. Arseni Gritsyuk is now available to the New Jersey Devils. And he did send out an updated tweet today because a lot of people are talking about what's going to happen with Gritsyuk. He sent out an updated tweet that on Gritsyuk, no pen to paper yet. He can sign a deal for the remainder of this season and playoffs, or for the next season. Sounds like both are options. At least both sides are talking. We all know that Fitzgerald is trying to bring him over. He's been very adamant about what he's been saying about Gritsyuk. He wants to get him signed. He wants to get him over. And he said the goal is to get him here and give him a chance to show us what he can do. So, looking at Arseni Gritsyuk, had a pretty productive year playing in the KHL. He had played in 49 games. He had 17 goals, 27 assists for 44 points. In the playoffs, he played in 6 games, 1 goal, 4 assists, 5 points. He finished 41st overall in scoring, and that's in a league that has 757 players. So that's really good. But when you're looking at the top of the names that are on this list, it's players who have played in the NHL and went over to sign over there because they couldn't get contracts over here. So that's what you worry about with these KHL players. You never know how they're going to translate. It's very different. It's a very different lifestyle, very different living and playing and everything compared to the KHL, to the NHL. So, especially with the ice surface, very small. The ice surface is a lot smaller in the NHL. It's harder to get all those open areas to find. It's very limited with time and stuff to find availability on the ice in the NHL compared to the KHL. So, Gritsyuk has shown a lot of talent. He's been compared to players like Artemi, Panarin, and Kirill Kaprizov. So the talent is there. The skill is there. And so I'm hoping to see what he can offer the Devils. The Devils have lost Jack Hughes for the remainder of the year. Dougie Hamilton has been said to have been skating, but, there's no word on when he's going to come back. They're saying possibly the end of the year. But maybe that's been pushed back a little bit now. But, that offense is needed. So we'll see what can happen with this. The team's been looking good as of late. They went through their lull of, starting off pretty decent when Hughes went down with injury. And then, it was kind of like they played good, they played bad. And now they kind of found a level of consistency where they played well the past couple of games. They're finding some groove with some chemistry with their players. I, for one, like that Cotter, Glass, and Sprong line. I like that one. So we'll see what happens with this. We'll see a lot of players have stepped up and rose to the occasion, knowing that they need to produce more. We've seen what Nico Hischier has done, what Timo Meyer and Jesper Bratt and especially Luke Hughes have done in these past couple of games. And I'll give my nod to Dawson Mercer as well. I've seen him pick up his game as well on both ends of the ice. So, offense can help, to bring this kid over to see what he can do. All options are available where he can help, but it's just a question of you don't want to offset any chemistry by bringing in a player, and especially at this time of year, you don't want to disrupt anything that's going on in the locker room or on the ice with bringing in someone. But if he can help out, if the coaching staff and GM and all management believe he can help out, why not give him a shot this year and see what he could do? I know GMs, they're not as worried as much as the fans about burning that year of the contract. They know how to renegotiate and all this stuff down the line. So it's more so a thing with the fans where we worry about, having him under contract for the next coming years. So we'll see what happens with this, but it's very interesting to talk about. I, for one, can't wait to see Arseni Gritsyuk in a Devils uniform. I've been following him for the past couple of years, watching his highlights. This kid's got some skill. He's got a really good shot off the pass on that one-timer, so utilization on the power play could be good for him. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with this. I'm sure as I'm doing this video, some more news will come out, but I think this is something we're going to hear more about possibly tomorrow or the day after. So comment below. Devils fans, do you want to see Arseni Gritsyuk for the remainder of this year, or would you rather hold on to him for next year? Comment below and let me know. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate your time. Smash that like button if you haven't done so, and subscribe to the Hockey Skate Down. It's free, and join our hockey team. Thank you all so much. Have a great rest of the day. Have a great night. Take it easy. Stay safe.